welcome to Joburg today. My name is Maps. If you love open spaces, wildlife and cycling, this one is for you.
Come out to the cradle to ride because there's cycle lanes and there's not a lot of traffic on the roads. It's too dangerous to cycle in the suburbs.
I normally do the cradle route once a month, and then I alternate between Northern Farms and Cribcliff and what have you.
Obviously, it's a little bit keeping fit, but it's really pretty. It's nice to spend some time in this environment. It's really, really pretty out here. I feel safe.
So out of the cradle is fantastic. It's out in nature, it's nice and quiet, it's got your cycle lanes. Most of the traffic is pretty respectful as well.
Hi, I'm Fortune Shawalala and you're watching Joburg today.
If you have any comments for us or there's something that you'd like to see on this show, keep in touch with us through social media by following us on Twitter at Joburg Today, liking our Facebook page, joburgtoday.tv, and don't forget, hashtag Joburg Today. If you're into interesting restaurants and coffee shops, why not try out 44 Stanley?
You invite people from out of town to 44 Stanley Avenue and you tell them to park across the street in Owl Street, and they start walking towards 44 Stanley Avenue, and as soon as they walked into the entrance you kind of saw them completely change and like look around in wonder, like, God, what is this? What is going on here? And it was just all about the absolute surprise of going through a gateway into a completely different experience that doesn't really exist in Johannesburg anywhere else. It never has, and hopefully it will start growing. And there are different kind of areas that have now done similar things, but they're for a much younger crowd, much funkier crowd. Range from coffee roasteries to beer yards to design shops, clothing shops, lingerie. You know, we've got a massive range of shops. So what we've done is we've really tried to put in a fabulous mix of things that keeps the public, the visiting public, interested in the place. There's all kinds, there's all different things that will attract different people, and going through the ages as well, from youngsters that are just starting a house all the way to antiques and heritage that will attract somebody that owns a wine farm and needs to put in a bespoke kitchen. You know, in the very beginning it was very trendy, and only the artists and kind of the groovers used to come here. But I think that what has happened is that it's grown up very nicely, and it's grown up exactly how I wanted it to grow up, and it's non-exclusive. If you look around, you'll see guys in pinstripe suits, you'll see dreadlocked kind of filmmakers, and you'll see a really wide range of people, and they all just enjoy being in a pretty kind of chilled environment that's got a lovely aesthetic. It's not grungy, it's not dirty, it's clean, it's got a fabulous feeling about it, and I think people just like generally being in that area.
Hey, I'm Santi from Mark, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Soweto Gold is a Joburg brewed beer that is filled with the history of South Africa in every sip.
Soweto Gold is an idea that has been fermenting in my head for the past 3 years. The existence of Soweto, of course, comes about with the post-1886 gold rush. We actually researched the history of Soweto quite extensively, and it's quite a bittersweet history, you know. And in everywhere you go, Soweto has always been tied with gold. That's why when we came with the beer brand, we decided to call it Soweto Gold. During a lunch break, I suddenly asked myself, why don't I actually make myself a small brewery like, you know, everybody else? And after that, I started searching for a location where I can put this brewery in, and there was no other better place than Soweto. You know, we actually had an option to call our beer premium, but the name premium has been abused so much. And when we looked at our beer and how we brew it, the raw materials that we put into it, the time that it takes to ferment and mature the beer, we actually decided to call it superior because that is exactly what it is. It is made of superior raw materials, and the time it takes to mature the beer is also superior to other beers. The feast has 4 meanings. The literal meaning behind the feast is a handcrafted beer, but also the feast celebrates the past struggles of the people of Soweto. The feast also looks into the current struggles that we still have in our societies, and one of them is the struggle against alcohol abuse, and one of them is also a struggle against monopolies. Monopolies are not good for a sustainable development of our economy. This is the first beer that is crafted by an African, so it's a very special beer indeed.
How's it? This is Dominic Oliver, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Check out the special focus section to see what is happening in and around Johannesburg, and check out our brand new show, Leading Opinion. That's it from me, Maps. I leave you with Fact of Life by Newton's second law.
Back in ETV.
And the feeling is gone. Lights went off as I walked away. Give me a chance, baby, I will change. Baby, please don't walk away. I said I was wrong and the feeling is gone, and the lights went off as I walked away. Give me a chance, baby, I will change. Baby, please don't walk away. So please don't leave me now. Let's make it work somehow. Somehow, please don't leave me now. Let's make it work somehow. Let's make it work somehow. Before I started speaking my mind, ask you now to think of me. It's a general question and the fact of life. Will you be there till the end of time? Before I started speaking my mind, ask you now to think of me. It's a general question and the fact of life. Will you be there till the end of time? So please don't leave me now. Make it work somehow. Please don't leave me now. Hey, let's make it work somehow. Let's make it work somehow. Oh. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, leave me, leave me. Don't leave me. Oh, before I start and speak of my mind.